How to speak English fluently. Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Amir and you are watching Speak English with Amir. In today's video, I'm going to provide you some tips which you can use to speak English fluently. But if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, then subscribe to it. Because I come up with such videos every day. No side talks anymore. Let's cut to the chase. What if I tell you to stop studying English, stop reading English, stop learning English? Then what should we do? We get to live English. We get to live in English. What? Yes, of course. When you study anything, or when we all try to study anything, we always come up with the point of forgetting. But when we try to live something, when we make something as our habit, we do not forget doing that. And that is the point of living English. Now, the question is how to live in English or how to live English. The answer is so simple. If you want to live English, then you have to start from your bed. When you wake up in the morning, you tell yourself, now I have woken up in the morning. I am going to take a shower and then after I'll go for my breakfast and then to the work. This is what you have to make your habit. Just do this for 21 days. And whenever you start doing any kind of work, whether you want to go for a walk, you want to go to the shop or anything, start saying these words. Start making sentences that what you are going to do or what I am going to do now. Okay, I am going to do my breakfast. I am going to play cricket. I am going to go for a walk. This is what you have to develop a habit in yourself. And when you get used to it, you are going to start living in English. So this was the first point what you have to do in order to speak English fluently. Now the second and very crucial point is start thinking in English. What do you mean by thinking in English? I have already made a video on how to think in English. If you haven't watched that video, then check that. Well, here I'm going to tell you that whenever you see any object, call that object by its English name. Just forget its local name. Just start calling it with English name. For example, I have got a ball in my hand, for instance, and you're not going to call it by the name in your local language. What you're going to do, you are simply going to call it by the name in English. Simply ball. But I have got a pen in my hand. You're not going to call it column or any local name to the object. But what you are going to do, you're going to start calling it by English name. And whenever you see any object around you, start calling those objects in English. Or if you want to do any work, start calling that work in English. For example, if I would have to study, then I would simply say, I'm going to study. I'm not going to use any local language for the sentence. Simply going to say, I'm going to study. मैं पढ़ने नहीं जा रहा. No Urdu, no Hindi, no Kashmiri, no Portuguese, no Italian. Nothing. Only English. And you have to make this habit in yourself. Whenever you go for any work, whenever you see any object, start calling that in English. Start making sentences on that work or on that object in English. But you have to remember, you are not supposed to call or say any sentence in your local language. You're going to make this habit in yourself. And this was the second and important point. Now the third point, and this is also a vital point in this process, and that is practice. You're gonna practice every day. You're not supposed to leave any day. Don't leave any stone unturned. What you gotta do, you have to keep practicing. Nothing can be achieved without any practice. For example, if you want to learn how to drive a car, you have to go for practice. Otherwise, you're gonna hit somebody on the road. So, practice is very important. You're gonna practice either with your own self, in front of mirror, or with anybody you want. If you're not able to find any partner, then install any kind of application from the Play Store, because there are plenty of applications on Play Store which let you to speak English or conversate with people from different areas of the world. For example, one application is right there which is called English Buddy, which I know. This is not any promotion video, but I know about the application and that's why I'm telling you. So install that application and you can see different kinds of people right there with different levels of English. So install this application and start speaking with strangers. And that's the best way of not letting anybody know that I'm practicing English if you are shy. Well, I recommend that stop being shy, because you gotta be confident. If you are shy, you won't be confident at all. So in order to develop confidence in yourself, you gotta leave shyness. So leave shyness as well and start practicing with anybody you want. Either you want to speak with your brother, with your friend, or any stranger on any application. Just go for that and give it a shot. And in 6 months, I'm sure that you will be able to speak good and fluent English. Only if you apply these points which I have told you. This is my suggestion. And thank you so much for watching this video. I am going to meet you in the next video. Until that, stay safe, stay blessed, and keep speaking English.